Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for watching this video. Today's video will be about the title. Should you start a pilot training right now or not? First of all, I know that if you're watching this video, you probably really want to become a airline pilot, but you just don't know if it is good or nice to start in these times because there are a lot of unemployed pilots. I'm gonna tell you my view on this, my opinion on this, and I hope it will help you making a decision. When I started, the market was really bad. Like, I started in 2011 and basically just in the middle of the crisis. People said things were moving, like the airlines were hiring, but basically nothing happened. I graduated and I didn't receive any email or didn't notice any airline was hiring. Yeah, of course, like a few exceptions, but in general it was just completely quiet. So I ended up being unemployed for 2 years. And you can read on DutchPilotGirl.com about my time being unemployed and what I did to keep everything current. And you can also read what the expenses are, and then you probably know that it's not the best time of your life that you're looking for when you're looking for an airline pilot job. I just want you guys to know that that used to be the case, okay? That's what I realized, what I noticed when I graduated in 2013. Right now, I do see changes because a lot of airlines are hiring at the moment. Not every airline is hiring, but a lot of low-cost airlines are hiring. For example, EasyJet, Norwegian, Ryanair, they all hire a lot of people and they have to come from somewhere. So that are the unemployed pilots, probably, or people who are not happy with their job and moving on to those airlines. The reason why that is because there are so many people nowadays who are flying with those low-cost airlines that they're expanding like crazy. At the same time, a lot of people who are experienced move on to bigger airlines or airlines where they get paid a lot more. And that is in the Middle East or China. So, and they're expanding and a lot of people move away. So they need extra people from everywhere. So that's why I noticed that the market is really changing at this moment. So it's not as a few years ago. So if you want to know if the market is changing, yes, it is changing. But there are still a lot of unemployed pilots. There are still a lot of people on the couch waiting for a job, okay? And when I say on the couch, I just mean that they are doing another job to keep everything current and just to hope to get that airline job at someday. So would I suggest to start a pilot training right now? Yes or no? But it completely depends on your age. I think in general that if you like something or if you really want something, you just go for it. Because you live only once and you can better just do it. I wanted to become an airline pilot, whatever it took. And I knew for sure that if I did another training somewhere or another study, that I would have stopped already a few thousand times or something. I know for myself that I would have stopped that study anyway. If you are a little bit older, let's say you're 30, okay, or 35, then you're really limited in age because there are a lot of younger guys out there. If you're 30 or 35, I would suggest, like, if you really want this, just go for it and do this, okay? Just go for it and that's it. Because at the end, you have only one life. For the people who are way younger, like for example in their 20s, beginning 20s, I would say wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. You're not in a rush. You have like at least 10 more years to go until it's getting like a little bit tricky. You just don't want to end up like all these other people who are now waiting for a job. You know, because 2 years you can think like, okay, in 2 years, because that's an average what it takes to complete the pilot training. A lot of things can change. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what they told me. I was also still waiting like a lot of other people. I would just start another study. And when you really notice that there's coming a pilot shortage again, then I would start because you're in no rush, okay? And trust me, you like this job. I know you want to become the airline pilot as soon as possible, better today than tomorrow, but you don't want to end up on the couch. You have your whole life to work, okay? So you better enjoy just the time that you're you know, young, studying, training. That's what I would say. So for all the people who are younger, I would not suggest to not follow it or to not follow pilot training right now. But if you are not in a rush, why would you do it right now? You don't want to put yourself into a situation where a lot of guys are in right now. If you're older and this is the only thing you want and you're like, no, forget it, you really want to do this, then just go for it. Because there are so many unemployed people right now. You have to get like a really high score. Just make sure that if you start pilot training right now, you ace everything. And average score of the ATPL exam in the 90s, okay? If you have like below that, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard. And of course there are exceptions, because of course if you know someone in a company, then it's completely different. It all starts with ground school, and ground school is just very intense, and I'm sure there are a lot of people thinking in ground school like, why did I ever wanted to do this? Because it's just so theoretical. There's nothing practical, you don't do anything, you just only study. And it's very easy to, you know, to party or to go out with other people and to not really focus. But if you do that, then you will never ever gonna have the job, okay? So really set your priorities and watch my video about how to complete the pilot training successfully, because that's where you can, I would say read, but you can hear anything about my tips, what I have to tell you regarding the pilot training. So yeah, that's what I have to say about this topic. I hope you liked it a little bit. If you learned something from this, please thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye guys.